TCR. TCR. Trinity. TCR. Broadcast. Trinity. Competitive. Racing. Platinum class. Austria Grand Prix. Red Bull Ring. Austria. Austria Grand Prix.
Wow. Guten Tag, everyone, from the artist formerly known as the A1 Ring here in Spielberg, Austria, the mountains of Austria. I'm joined by my Lederhosen-clad friend, everyone's favorite Quebecois, XP.
Hello, Kitten. Hello, everybody. Happy to be here. I decided to stay after a terrible night yesterday night. I drank some Red Bull, and I'm here in the TCR pad with you. I hope that we're gonna have an interesting race today. I hope the weather's gonna be better.
I was about to mention that Swarner did hit me up with a picture. I think Breezy did too. Thanks, guys. There is going to be a little bit of a shower in the middle of the race, but it should dry out quickly. So, not sure if it's going to end up being actual wet weather tires like we had last night, but should spice things up a little bit nonetheless. Breezy's in P1 right now. Spoke to him before the race. He sounded pretty confident. Has a 103.79. That's about 5 tenths.
That's an amazing time.
Yeah, it's about 5 tenths quicker than we went yesterday. We got Sean Talon, ZX, who I tipped to finish on the podium this week. In the podcast, if you listened, you probably didn't. But I've got him he's in P4. Starboy's in P5. Go-To's in P6, and looks like all these guys are going to be on their outlaps. Got a yellow in Sector 2. Looks like that's Be Good. He's been having all kinds of difficulties. I think he had a bit of a run-in with Zandermar during the national anthem. I didn't want to interrupt the lovely Austrian national anthem. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure Mozart came up with that. He's the composer.
I'm not sure. I don't have him on Spotify, but Kitten, these times are pretty awesome. They're all in the top 4 and the 1-3. I'm happy to see ZX now in the top 3 also. So it's
yeah, that was a good lap for ZX in the 1-3.
These are quite impressive times, and they're all on ultra soft except everybody below W, which are going to start on super softs. Sean basically did his time and retired simply to keep those tires minimum wear. Yeah, these are amazing times. I think Go-To guy is still on
yeah,
hot
guy
lap.
he is the highest position guy on a hot lap right now. Starboy is actually going to cross the line first, but aside from him, that's pretty much it. And Starboy is just going to Starboy making a grand old.
They went to the pits. Yeah,
I think
and Go-To guy also.
Too. Yeah, both drivers are going to call it a day here.
Yeah, it's done. So this is the
5 guys in the 103s. That is nothing to scoff at right there.
Before I forget, guys, really important. We enjoy you logging on and watching this broadcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell, go to Twitter, post some stuff. We enjoy all of it, and we hope we hope to entertain you tonight.
Yeah, feel free to
in,
comment in the comment
A1A.
section. I usually forget to check that, but that's my bad. I don't blame you.
We like to read them anyways.
Yeah, after the
when
fact.
we have a minute. Yeah. Before we continue on, I have a question, and it's going to be my only question of the night because it's going to be a serious race, especially if it's going to be raining. Do you think if Coca-Cola had sponsored a racetrack or was a big sponsor in F1 sports, they would have a polar bear drinking a Coca-Cola bronze statue at their circuit?
I think they'd probably dump about $4 billion into Road Atlanta, and that would probably be, they'd have a big bronze polar bear with a Coke.
Oh, I don't know if it's the bronze polar bear or the Santa Claus, but I was debating that driving here from the hotel because Red Bull is dishing all kinds of money in Formula One, and it's amazing that they sponsor this race. They could be a drink company, but they have the good business sense. So
I'm pretty sure that they actually own Austria just as a whole. That's just, I mean that's just a theory, but I mean it might be right.
That was my only sidetrack of the night. The rest of the drivers will be going on track, and I hope it's not already raining.
It looks very overcast. I'm not sure. I mean, the thing is, whenever the rain comes, you can kind of see it rolling in over the beautiful mountains in the background.
Do we because of old age, do we remember who won last week?
Do we remember who won last week? Yes, Go-To Guy won after. Yes, Mitch, there is rain. Swarner sent me a picture. There's going to be a quick shower about 20 minutes into the race. It's supposed to finish in the dry, though, so I'm not sure if it's going to constitute actually throwing on wets like we had to do yesterday. What was I going to say before that? See, this is what happens when I read comments.
Go-To Guy.
Yeah, Go-To Guy won last week.
Second at the line, but
yeah, Breezy had 9 seconds.
He had penalties.
That's correct. Looks like we're about to get ready for this little formation lap. Let me get the F1 on Fleet fired up. I know this is a lot of people's favorite parts. And by a lot of people, I just mainly mean myself.
And me.
Yeah, both of us. We're a tag team. If you want to go ahead and fill about 5 seconds while I search this.
Not a problem. So we have. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the order at the moment. We have a Red Bull in first place with Joe Breezy, which actually won. I actually won Abu Dhabi last week, but with a penalty finish second. I'm gonna give it to Kitten. Go ahead, Kit.
Yeah, like I said, championship leader Breezy. Oh, there's actually sprinkles coming down. You can see it on the camera on the formation lap. But Breezy is in P1, followed by Sean, ZX, Talon, Go-To Guy, Starboy, solid teammate in P6. Xanamar in P7 running off the track. These guys might want to throw on inners real quick. Spec Ops 25 in P8. Psycho in P9. Let's check out what tires everyone's starting on while we're
the top 10 are using Ultra
top
Soft.
10 are all going to be on Ultras. Silent is the first on the Supers. I don't know if that's a good idea. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to keep it. But Silent's in P11. Be Good retired. He's in P12. W in 13th. Dre Ziggy in 14th. Swarner in 15th, and C Freeze hanging out at the back in P6.
I don't think they could have started the race on intermediates because I don't think it's raining hard enough to justify it, especially at the beginning. I think those guys that are on the ultra soft, the softest tires, are gonna have a slight advantage.
They might have, but we thought that was gonna happen yesterday. I think with the cooler track, you can make the ultras last a solid 12-13 laps, no problem. But it looks like Mitch says Breezy. I'm going to go ahead and agree with him. Jones says Sean, Joe, and Go-To. I'm going with Breezy all the way. He was really confident when I was talking to him earlier. But yeah, we got 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 light, 5 light. Oh, and the lights are about to go out. Now. It's going to be a tricky start. This is going to be a real tricky start for these guys. Everybody's going to tiptoe around. This has shades of the Platinum race last season. started
clean.
raining at the
Nobody
start.
went wide. Everybody's still following each other. On the second corner there is
Yeah, it
going to
looks
be a
like
little bit tricky.
looks like ZX
Sean
was
is
a
up.
big loser.
Sean is going on the outside, and both of them are side by side.
Oh, we're 2 abreast down through P8 right now.
Yeah, amazing stuff, guys. Talon guy and Starboy, go-to guy also. Sean
Breezy's
just
really
lost.
pushing it in there.
Sean took the
going
lead.
for it right now. Yeah, he did, but Breezy was trying to get him into turn. What is that? Turn 5.
Oh, he just did.
He's coming back.
He's got the
turn
inside.
6,
Yeah.
7.
Wow, these guys are side by side, non-stop for the last.
It is raining.
8 corners.
These guys are going after it. Not sure. It's definitely not
Talon
wet
is
enough.
Talon is impatient behind the go-to guy here.
Oh, big goal slide from Talon. As you mentioned, it looks like Breezy's gonna line up.
I'm surprised all down the field that there wasn't any accidents. Seafreeze picked up a space, switching to 15 with Swarner. Dre Diggy picked up a space on
Gochu's getting around Breezy right here.
Breezy is still second on my screen. Oh, they're side by side.
Yeah, they are side by side. It looks like Talon and Starboy are gonna go after.
Oh, they just touched. They just touched.
Just a little bit. Breezy's hanging on, but I mean, this is gonna let Sean get a nice little lead here.
I don't think so. I think because of the conditions at the moment.
Oh, looks like
I don't think
a little wide. Just a little wide.
Talon guy and Starboy, I think, will add contact. Yeah, I think there was contact, or with Starboy or ZX. I'm not sure. Joe Breezy's fourth.
There's an issue. Go-to pitting. Yeah. I think these guys. Yeah, Go-to and Sean are gonna head into the pits here. It'll be interesting to see who else does. Is I-roll in there?
Starboy.
Oh yeah, we got a big old This is a big train for ours. It's like it's gonna be dinner time already.
Smartest move.
Yeah,
I think these guys.
Oh no, yeah, Breezy's already going wide, and that's not a place you usually see someone go wide.
No, because now the issue is the people that are still on track are walking on eggshells at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, they're losing a lot of time. This really harkens back to what we had last night, where you know it was fine, and then one lap later it was just absolutely
a disaster. Exactly.
Yeah.
The issue is not losing too much time, is making sure you're not hitting a wall and spending even more time.
Yeah.
I think that McLaren went out. I think it was Silent is in the gravel.
Breezy just power slid into I-roll. I-roll didn't respond, which is good for I-roll.
But anything broken? No, I-roll still looks...
Yeah, I-roll's good. He just got past Breezy. Breezy's really having a hard time.
Yeah,
these guys are going to have to pit.
Yeah, no choice.
Ooh, be good. The runos are probably going to be stacked up a little bit. Should have discussed that a little bit better in French.
Just let's also remind them that none of them, these guys are going to have to commit to the pits. They're not going to be able to cut that white line. It's going to be checked by our stewards, so that's that. But I think all the remaining drivers lost out. I think these guys lost out because go-to guys already passing them on the straight on those intermediate tires. So the big winner of all of this is go-to guy.
Yeah, go-to guy jumps up. He jumped Sean. I'm not sure what happened there in the pits. We can't get comprehensive camera angles of the pit row, but
Joe Breezy is the biggest loser.
Over a second. Oh, down to P8.
Yeah, he's the biggest loser. This was first, and I think he should have pitted with as soon as he saw Sean diving into the pits. He should have done the same, especially with the amount of issues he was having keeping that car on track.
Yeah,
so now everybody's on the same strat. We have I-roll on the outside of Starboy, and these guys are not gonna give any space away. I-roll is still following Starboy, so far so good. I want to see the intervals.
Looks like these guys are all within about a second. Sean is actually closing in He's closing about a half a second on that first lap out. That's worth keeping an eye on, but I don't think he's... Let's actually check where his TR or ERS is. Can't really... Yeah, they're both full. If you keep it in high in the rain, it usually it won't go anywhere.
The issue with the circuit is once you get a nice lead... Oh, we have a yellow flag somewhere.
Was that Xandermar? Did he have a spin, maybe?
I'm not sure. I don't see.
He was going slow down the main straight, like he might have spun and caught it. Talon got past him. I think ZX might have gotten past him too. But yeah, ZX in a podium position right now. Like I said, that's my.
That's good to see.
That was my hot take. That was my hot take. I think this is the week ZX turns it around. He's had some misfortune, but I know XP and I know the pace that ZX brings to the table. But
yes, sir. Like I was saying, you know, with the ZX needs to stick with these guys because this is the problem with Austria. It's such a fast track, a minute and 5 seconds to complete. In the rain, it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be a little bit more than that, maybe a minute 10 seconds or so, or we're gonna see now ZX.
On a full thing, it's probably gonna be closer. I'm not sure what the best time is so far.
1:15.
Yeah, it's probably like 1:15.
1:50. So the problem with this track is the minute that you disconnect from the leaders, it's so fast, and it's gonna take. You're not gonna have time to catch up to them. So you really need to stay close to them. And ZX is already, you see, is already almost 4 seconds away from.
Yeah, it looks like Talon might be gaining a little bit, but for ZX's sake, looks like Sean is about to force the issue on Go-To Guy. A reverse of what happened in the season opener in Shanghai. See if
and it's and this rain really mixed up the field. They couldn't all pit at the same time, but I mean, the fact that 8 remain on the track, toughing it out, really, you know, the top. I don't think the top Xanamar is like looking really good. I don't. What position did he start at?
Xander started in 7th.
He's 7th, so he's 5th, so that's good. Go-To Guy jumped 4 places. Swarner paid off. He's in the points now. He started 15.
Yeah, he didn't have to worry about as much traffic as Sean did in the pits. Or actually, Sean didn't really have to worry about any traffic. But
now the interesting thing,
all the cars were pulling in front of his pit box on the entry.
I do not remember the amount that Mitch and the top 5 did on intermediates yesterday. I think it was something like 25 laps.
Yeah, it was about. I don't know. Mitch is in the comments. Mitch, how many laps did you and Jones do on the inners?
Because this is interesting.
24?
Are they going to do 30 laps on these intermediate tires? Some probably are going to have to do 31 laps on these intermediate tires. Is it even possible? And also, is the rain going to maintain at this rhythm, or is it going to dry up? Because then, if it dries up, these guys could all put on ultra softs,
yeah, and just basically, and it's a free for all at that point. So
with a car that is less heavy.
Yeah, a lot lighter too. But enough quality laps at that point.
Hello to Mitch, yesterday's winner and a hat trick in the last three races. He's joined us and won each race since he's joined us. So hi Mitch. I hope you're enjoying your day off, and let's go back to these guys here. As I'm looking at Joe Breezy is half a second away from starboard, but nothing's changed. Like ZX is still about 4 seconds and a half.
Went way wide out of turn 1 right there. Almost got in the grass.
He's having a hard time. XI roll went from 4th. No, XI roll now is 8. He started 10. I find it strange that he started 10. Anyways, there's not. I thought that there was going to be a bigger gap between all of them, but they're all pretty tight together. I mean, except Dre Diggy, which I don't understand.
Dre tried to stay out for 1 extra lap, and that has obviously cost him. Let's see.
That wasn't a good idea.
Yeah, we got the top 15 within 25 seconds right now. Pretty impressive stuff. Fastest lap is a 1:11.287 from Sean. That was obviously on the
in the
ultras.
rain.
No,
On the
was
ultras,
yeah.
so yeah.
I mean, it was on.
Okay.
It was probably on lap 2. I would imagine. Or it might have been lap 1.
Gotcha.
Looks like Go2's opening up a bit of a gap there. Finally, is Breezy still searching? I mean, no one's retired yet, which I find pretty.
No.
Those are really tricky conditions to start a race out.
Hey, listen, yesterday I think it was like 5 or 6 retirements. I think I was the last runner at 11, so, and I think 18 joined. So, we have Joe Breezy really behind Starboy, and he's going to get passed by Iowa.
Yeah, Roll's coming
right
in.
behind. No DRS.
Looks like he's in a Quebec sandwich. What do you guys call sandwiches in Quebec? I think I've asked you this before.
In sandwich. But don't forget, we're in Austria, so here it's all about apple strudels and beef broiled broad soup. Yeah, exactly. So goulash and let's not get started on goulash again. We got in trouble for going into detail. You want to know the recipe? Look at the previous podcast we did about 2 or 3 months ago, Austria 2018. So yeah, it's pretty much settling down.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's really respecting each other's space at the moment.
Yeah.
Which is, I think they probably know that it's going to dry out pretty soon.
You think so?
Or at
you
least
think
before.
So?
I mean, that's what Swarner sent me. It was, it showed that it was going to be dry start, rain in the middle, and then it was going to be dry at the end. So,
Okay.
I mean, I guess the rain came a little bit early, so I mean maybe the forecasts were a bit off, but
blame it on the rain.
Yeah, shout out to Milli Vanilli, at least the one that didn't kill himself.
So sad. Sean, Sean. I'm thinking about Sean, so naturally I call you Sean. Kitten, who are you on at the moment? Which camera?
I've been flipping around from, Xander and iRoll for the most part. I mean, the Starboy Joe Breezy iRoll battle for 6th is probably the tastiest at the moment.
Yes.
Just like Mama's goulash.
Let's do something. Get on top of on board of iRoll. We're gonna follow him through this lap here. So we're on board iRoll. He's on the main straight. He's getting to what we call the Castrol Edge corner and second straight. Usually when it's dry we have DRS open here, full pin, and we're going to the second corner, Remus, called Remus, and we're following iRoll here on the third DRS when it's dry, and he's heading to, I'm gonna have a hard time, I'm gonna massacre it, Schlossgold corner, and he did it perfectly. He's sliding a little bit, but it's natural because it's raining. He's getting into turn 4, which is called Roche corner, followed by the 5th corner, Wort curve, and which is an S that leads to the 6th corner, which is he almost clipped the grass there, leading into the 7th corner called Rint. I don't know if, and the final corner, Red Bull Mobile corner, heading to the straight end. Is almost venture into the grass there when he lost control. Made him lose sometimes. He's at the moment he's a second and a half behind Joe Breezy. And I
perfect
think
timing as Breezy is looking to make a move on Starboy. Starboy got a little too much wheel spin coming out of turn 1, the Castrol Edge corner.
Starboy doesn't want to give that spot up. He's right on the inside of Joe Breezy. I think that personally, in the dry, full fuel at high, ERS at takeover, he could have probably made that move stick, but in the rain now, it's got to be pretty hard. And we have Joe Breezy now that's hunting down. Zandemar went wide.
And we have that's going to be Xander's out. Sanders
Xander's
out.
out.
Oh, that is
And,
tough. Breezy was
that-
right behind him too. That's a lot of wing damage for Breezy.
Joe
Not sure
Breezy's
if-
got wing damage.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's gonna be able. I think he's pitting. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, he's
No choice.
that entire right end plate is gone, and you can't race like that around here.
No,
in the wet.
And that played into the hand of Starboy and Iroh, which moved up to 5th and 6th. But Starboy now, his mission is to hunt down Talon Guy, which is... But looking at the times now, ZX wheeled Sean back in a second. He was about 3 seconds and a half, 4 seconds behind. Now he's 2 seconds and a half behind, and Sean also is now only now 2
It's going to be a
seconds behind.
3-second penalty for Starboy too, so Iroh should. He is basically
Why
fifth in the
Starboy?
standings
What
right
happened to Starboy? 3-second penalty.
Probably running wide. The track
Gotcha.
the track limits are pretty harsh around Austria. I mean, we probably say that about every track, but especially in the rain around here, like I have no idea. I was like, I think I was one of 2 or 3 that didn't have a corner cutting penalty last night. I mean, it's just so easy to go off. Turn 1
Yes.
and the final corner as well. Just taking a little too much curb in here.
This is going to be a championship blow to Joe Breezy, because at the moment he's not in the points. Okay, yes, there's still 22 laps to go, but still he's going to miss a lot of a chunk of points there.
And there's a chunk of his front wing right there.
Yeah, he lost those points when he lost his wing, yeah, effectively. Swerner's up to 8, Psycho, everybody went up because of that. Were you on board with Zandamar when he went wide?
I was not on board, but I was. The camera was on him, so I did catch the. It just was like he went a little too wide through there. It's easy
I was still on board. I was on board with Starboard, so I actually saw Joe Breezy hit him. So that's unfortunate that happens, though. I thought ghosting was on, though. I thought that is it because
there just wasn't enough
slow?
time to react. I mean, Breezy was about half a second behind him whenever it happened. He just lost it right in front of him. He had nowhere to go.
So only one DNF so far. And it's surprising, especially since it started raining as
yeah,
as soon
I mean,
as,
we are
the
lucky
start.
that wasn't a double DNF, to be honest. Breezy caught that square on the nose. Otherwise, you know, you could have easily lost part of his front suspension as well.
You know, I say that Joe Breezy's in 14, but he's got new inters on. I'm sure he's determined. He's 10 seconds away from 13th place, and after that, from 13th to 10th, there's only like 2 seconds behind him. So he's gaining on Be Good at the moment. So there's still a chance, and especially if you're telling me that it's gonna be dry again, if he makes a good call of entering the pits and changing on those ultra soft tires before everybody else, it negates everything. So okay, I don't think he's going to be able to negate the time to reach go-to guy Sean and ZX, but still.
Alternately, Jones mentions that he can theoretically, if it stays wet and it doesn't look like there's been any change in the weather, he can take those inters to the end now, whereas most likely everyone else can't.
Yes.
It looks like Sauer's going a little wide there.
He went to the pits a lap ago, so he's gonna be able to do 22 plus laps on those tires. The rest of the guys, I really don't know how they're gonna do 35 laps on these tires. I really don't know.
Yeah, I think Mitch said he did 25, and his tires were at 71%. So anything more than that, and you're really risking a problem.
I'm not listen, I'm Italian, but I have no contacts with Pirelli, and actually if Pirelli wants to sponsor us, I'll be glad to test their tires.
Vive Lazio!
My issue is, and I'm not really sure, is there a way of mitigating the tire wear on the intermediates if they don't stay on the racing line, and like in real Formula 1, in other words?
I was doing that towards the end of the race yesterday. I don't know if it really affects the wear, but it does affect the temps. As it was drying out in the last couple laps, I was actively searching for the wet parts of the track as the dry line starting to form.
I'm wondering if it's less grippy or not. So that's my question. And while we're saying this, iRoll is now 1 second behind Starboy, so that hasn't changed. Sean is 1.5 seconds from Go-To-Guy. That gap really went down. ZX actually is 3 seconds behind Sean. Is Stalin guy anywhere near ZX? No, he's still 2.5 seconds. So that's pretty much spread out. The rest is from Swarner W, Spec Ops, Seafreeze. Seafreeze is making a move on Special Ops now for 10th place. And there we go. Is he gonna get that curb perfectly? And he's still, oh, he's got it. He's in
Freeze is
he's in the points.
His inners are coming into their own. I think he was just in 13th a little bit ago, and he's passed Be Good, Silent, and Spec Ops just in the space of a few minutes.
He was last at the beginning of the race there, so
yeah, I'm not sure what was going on with him in qualifying, but
him and Swarner have the biggest moves so far. So they're in the points. I hope they stay there. I'm not sure what's wrong with Spec Ops.
He has had a rough race. He had a good quality.
Always enjoyed.
He was using P8.
Always enjoyed talking to him on Discord. My friend, Special Ops here. We have Sean is in the pits.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna.
Sean?
Looks
wing
like
change.
he's going. Oh wait.
He's got a
What
wing
did he
change.
do?
I don't know.
He must have lost it on his own. That bodes well for ZX, who's up into P2 now, and Talon up into P3. Yeah, well, Go-To Guy was already in a pretty solid position. He had stretched it out to about 2 seconds.
But Sean was catching up to him, so I'm wondering if Sean was pushing too hard, and we didn't see something.
Yeah,
and he hit a wall
he
or
might have
something.
just grazed the wall or something. I mean, it's easier that, as you can see in this shot of Talon, that you know, there are a lot of places where you can just easily spin the wheel and end up, you know, getting a little bit of contact on your front wing on the inside wall.
I'm debating if he hit the wall after the Wurf curve, like just before the pit entry. Yeah, I think he probably lost it there, and he was so close to the pits that he simply dived in, and he's in a good position. Also, he's in 9th position, but like John said and you said before, he's got brand new tires. If this ring continues, he's going to be able to make it to the end without any issues whatsoever.
Looks like something happened to Be Good as well. He has pitted. iRoll's in the pits right now. Looks like they've got some sort of French conversation going on between he and Be Good.
Strange.
About
it looks visually, it looks that it's still raining, so it's not like
yeah, it does. I mean,
he's putting intermediates.
But that moves Swarner up to P6, which is pretty solid for him. If it dries out. Which, I mean, at this point, I mean, maybe they're getting word from Jeff that it's not going to be drying out.
It's going to last.
Yeah, and man, that would put, I mean, ZX in P2, got Swarner in P6, good W in P7, really good. Well, it looks like Sean's already going to dispatch W, but really good positions for those guys. And Seafreeze is just, I don't know what he found. He must have found some extra life in those inners, because he was nowhere at the start of the race. But,
and now he's passing everybody.
Yeah, he's challenging for P8. He's right behind W. And Sean, for that matter.
So, Sean pitted twice, iRoll pitted twice,
Be Good pitted
Joe Breezy and Be Good pitted twice. Everybody else is on the intermediates that they probably change on lap 2 or 3. So all of them have almost 15 to 17.
Oh, it looks like Seafreeze is going into the pits. Looks like, I mean, they must be getting confirmation one by one from their engineer that this rain isn't going to subside. Yeah, that this is going to be a wet race for the rest.
What do you think?
It looks like ZX is actually cutting into Go-To. Go-To's probably just coasting right now. ZX was just about 4 seconds back. And he's gaining on Talon, and he's catching up to Go-To at about 5-10 seconds.
I was asking you, Kitten, because I'm going to find it interesting. What do you think the preferred strategy is? Do you continue pushing on these intermediate tires, or do you dive into the pits right now and finish the last
Team orders
16
from
laps?
Ferrari. Wow. Swerner, Sean is faster than you. Do you copy?
Oh my God. Well, you know, if that's the case, I'm sure Swerner moved gently aside, especially knowing that Sean has brand new intermediate tires there.
Yeah.
Like I was asking you, what do you think? Do they stay?
I would probably do it. I guess it just depends on what they know. Like if they know that it's going, yeah, they must, because, or it might just be all reactionary because Spec Ops is coming in for his second stop now too. That puts Breezy back up into the points. Like I think Jones said in the comments, Breezy kind of just undercut everyone right there. If this is where we're trending. He probably didn't know if it was going to rain all afternoon or not. Oh no, Breezy got a penalty though. But,
yeah.
But yeah, he's right up to eye roll, and that's pretty much where he left off. So
I'm trying. I'm sorry if I'm going to be silent a little bit here. I'm just trying to calculate where Joe Breezy would end up if the top, because so far the top 5 are the only ones that have 17 to 18 laps on those tires.
Talon might jump him. Maybe you get 8. No, I mean, no. I think Breezy's lead is pretty safe. So if he ends up in the points, I mean, he had what, 18? He had 18 points. I mean, Goto might tie him.
Sean is going to be the biggest winner because if those top 5 pit, he's got only 3 laps already on those tires, and I'm sure he's covering the pit. So if I'm calculating correctly, he's about 15 seconds away from Goto Guy. So if Goto Guy pits, Goto Guy is gonna come out
Sean
10
has
seconds
20 seconds.
behind Sean.
19 seconds.
You're sure?
It is falling.
Oh yeah, okay. So I'm seeing it incorrectly here. So Sean has 7. Yeah. You're right, he's got 20 seconds. So a Goto Guy would be coming out 5 seconds probably behind him or something like that.
But Goto would have slightly fresher inners. I mean, this is... I mean, there's really not a whole lot of, you know, battles on track right now, but this is a very interesting dynamic to the race, whether a dry line forms towards the end.
There is one battle, Kitten, which I'm looking at. It's between Joe Breezy, XI Roll, and W, and it's I Roll with a rubber that's three laps old against Joe Breezy which are 9 laps old, and W holding up these two with rubber that has been on track for 19 laps.
My roll
So
just popping out. W might... That's such a tricky pit entry. You never know.
No, W
looks like I roll is going to be able
to
line him up.
Yeah, probably.
I do have to. I want to offer a public apology. I always thought W used a Monegasque flag, like he was like a Charles Leclerc fan or something. It's come to my attention that he's Indonesian and they have the same flag.
Oh, I thought he was Polish.
No,
I'm sorry. Also, Joe Breezy made a move on Iroh.
He did. But he caught it off. It didn't.
Tried.
Oh, Joe Breezy. Ooh, almost lost. Oh, oh boy, he barely on that.
Do you think he damaged his wing?
It didn't look like it. I think it was just side pod to side pod.
So this is an interesting battle between ooh, Iroh just went to cut the grass, and Joe Breezy is going to be there to.
Oh, Breezy didn't learn his lesson the first time.
No, he's going to make it. No, he backed out. He backed out.
That is some hard in your throat moments, though.
Kitten, while we're saying this, ZX is 1 second behind Goto Guy.
It would appear. Sean is. Yeah, the tires are definitely going up. Sean has cut that lead. The inners are dying right now, and it does look like it has. There is a bit of a dry line forming. The rain has subsided to an extent.
Yes.
So with 12 laps to go here, we have.
I rolled just past W and Joe Breezy also. Listen, Kitten. Bernie just called me. He was playing backgammon, and he just told me a fun fact.
The retirement center?
Go-to guy, platinum champion from last year, is being chased by the golden class champion of last year. He's half a second away now from.
It's like this is the point where ZX is gonna go in the pits. This is interesting.
ZX
I'm not
is going
sure.
into the pits.
This
yeah.
is let's see what tires he comes out on there.
Oh my god. Stay on ZX. I'm interested to see if he's gonna. No, it looks like it's drying out, man.
It does.
But, is he gonna risk? Is he gonna risk ultra softs? What are you? He's
going ultra. He's going ultra.
He's going all out.
Oh boy. Yeah,
Good
this
stuff,
is the
ZX.
difference in strategy right here, and this is one
It's
hell of a battle from Jeff's.
Big collones.
Oh, to be completely honest, yeah. Okay, yeah, he lost some. Oh no.
What happened?
Yeah, he lost a little bit of wing coming out of the pits.
No. So he's damaged.
His front wing is a bit damaged. Let's see what kind of times he's putting in. Let me enable the.
I hope he wasn't too early jumping the gun there.
I think he had
to. It's a good idea.
It is.
It's a good idea.
It is a good idea, but here comes. Looks like Swarner's gonna come up behind him. He's gonna get swamped at first, at least. But it is. It is drying out. That is a ballsy call, regardless of the situation. Boy, there's not a whole lot of grip on track right now.
No, I think he should have stayed out. I feel for him. It was a good call because I think one extra lap.
It still might come back to him though. I mean, it's not like he's gonna have too much wear.
You might be right, but he's losing positions now.
He is losing a lot right now.
And we have
a couple more pits.
Sean, all in the pits.
Go-tos on supers. Sound looks like everyone's reacting to ZX, who was the brave soldier who went out first.
He's having a hard time.
He is. I mean, these guys can't see what we're seeing. Oh, Breezy got 5 seconds.
So many. Well, he's got probably 11 seconds penalty. I think I saw 2-3 second penalty.
So it looks like Talon threw on another set of inters.
He did?
So did iRoll, so did W. Yeah, or no, iRoll did.
Whoa. Talon guy did.
Yeah, Talon is the only one that put on fresh inters. ZX goes wide again. Oh man. Yeah, Gochu came out in P2. It's only 6. He's struggling as well.
I don't know what's happening here. It's really confusing because, because my issue is why put in another set of inters? Well, you should have stayed on inters, maintained, and we have a yellow flag somewhere. Yeah, there's so much stuff happening,
looks like
guys.
Starboy is thrown on supers, and he went off. And was that turn 5? Ooh, this is gonna be.
Wow.
This is gonna be a tasty.
Everything's changed. Like, cycles in the pit, 22 laps. Like I was saying, Talon guy. I'm saying that I think he did the wrong call. But
and there's Diggy went on to softs. Diggy is into the inside wall. Looks like there's a lot of water building up around. What's that hairpin?
You mean
the Verf?
The Schlossgall. Schlossgall.
Yeah, that's it. Apologize to any Germans watching or German speaking.
Not a problem. They're probably sleeping right now if they're in Germany. But listen,
W's already
another yellow flag.
W's coming out on ultras. I don't think there's anything major. Or it might have been iRoll, because iRoll was just. Oh no, he just pitted. Wow, there's a lot to keep track of right now.
You know what's funny?
Psycho Pit. He went on to the ultra softs. Talon now is in the lead, but with 9 laps left. I don't know if those. I don't think those inters are gonna hold on for long.
No,
he's coming in now. Yeah, he's coming in now. Or no, he's nice. He faked me out.
Because I'm looking at the battle between Special Ops and iRoll, and iRoll has brand new ultra softs, and Special Ops is keeping up with him with intermediate. So there will be a drop-off point in a couple of laps.
It's gotta be coming. Like he's still gaining. Freezes up into It looks like Silent's going to hit the pits. He's on 23 laps.
Seafree's third. Nice.
Seafree's is up to third, but he's still on the inters. These Toro Rosso guys are constantly in communication throughout the race. Pennsylvania's finest versus Queens's like fourth finest Seafree's. And now we got Psycho saying on the ultras.
We have
only about 4
flag.
seconds. In sector 1, looks like Sean might have gone wide, maybe?
Joe Breezy again. Something went wrong with Joe Breezy. Or double. I don't know. It was so fast.
There's too much going on right now.
8-second lead now for Talon Guy. Will he have made the right choice? And Seafreeze, that last 16 to third. Will these tires, will these intermediates be good until the end? Did the guys that came in for super softs or ultra soft have
Here's
to deal
Be
with the
Good,
pain?
who was the third to last. Oh no, Talon is coming in. And this puts Go-To Guy, this shuffles Go-To Guy back up into the lead. Oh man.
Wow.
Oh man, that ZX was 1 lap early, I think. 1 lap early. That was such a ballsy move for ZX.
Still, now he's fifth, and for sure, I don't think Seafreeze is gonna do 7 other laps on those intermediates. And I think Psycho just passed him.
Yeah, Psycho's on ultras. He's 4 seconds behind Go-To, and he's gonna be cutting into that lead. This might be the battle to watch now.
ZX is making a move on iRoll. And Talon Guy. Oh, where did Talon Guy come from? Wow.
He just came out of the pits.
Yeah, ZX 1 lap too early, I think. You're right.
Yes. That's tough.
He could have been behind Go-To Guy on the better tire.
He was like the lab rat. Everyone was waiting for someone to pit. Oh no! Oh, and who is that? That freeze on. Oh, that's Iroh on Talon.
Yeah.
Oh no! This might be a safety car.
They slid. We have a tire on the track there.
Yeah, we have.
They were sliding. They were sliding from the.
Forgot the ghosting. I always forget about the ghosting.
But I think no, their car retired. Talon Guy and the iRoll is over for them. Listen, they were side by side heading to the last corner, and I think they slided and hit the pit wall. And we have Dre Diggy. Oh boy, Dre Diggy's out of control. He hit the wall. Can he move?
He's gonna call it maybe.
He's in the gravel trap at the moment.
Yeah, he's coming back. Oh yeah, he's calling it a day. Hopefully,
he's calling it a day. So,
as is iRoll. Wow. So yeah, we just had a flurry of activity there. I think I might have missed. Oh man, that was crazy.
yes.
It just looked like I don't know if it was iRoll just slamming Talon or vice versa there. But Psycho is closing down at a rapid rate.
I do not know about the top 3, Kitten, because there's a lot of penalties on the track, but I don't think the top 3 have any penalties, except maybe Sean. I know Go-To Guy and Mr. Psycho is saying I didn't see their name pop up too often. I don't think I've seen them pop up at all during this broadcast. So the midfield could seriously change depending on who's got what kind of penalty. But so far, listen, there's 5 laps remaining. Go-To Guys in first place, Psycho Singh in second, third we have Sean, ZX in fourth. The issue with ZX is he's 7 seconds behind Sean. I don't know if that's going to be doable.
We do have
Even
a battle.
if he's on a better tire. The wear is about the same for everybody in the top 8. So I don't know, man. I really don't know. At the moment, I'm looking at the closest battle between Be Good, Silent, and W. And Silent is going to make a move on W on the last corner here.
Dude, Rint! Rest in peace to Yoko.
The Rint. Yeah, heading to the Red Bull Mobile curb, and he's in ninth. And I think the W is going to be sworn by Biga now, heading into the first corner, the Castrol Edge corner here. And no, W's
you get to duck
keeping.
out too.
This is for the last position, guys.
Yeah, this is for the last points. We only have 12 left after what has been just an absolutely crazy dry to wet, wet to dry sequence here in Austria. Looks like W is going to go again.
Seafreeze is in a good position because he's got brand new Ultra Softs compared to everybody in front of him, and he's hunting down Joe Breezy. And if I was in Seafreeze's ears at the moment, I would say push as much as you can. I don't think you're going to be able to reach Starboy, but I know that Joe Breezy has a ton of penalties, so he's going to jump frog Joe Breezy and maybe Starboy, because I think Starboy clipped somebody and had a 3-second penalty. So if Seafreeze is clean, he could probably get 5th place, and that's truly an amazing comeback from last in 16th place. Good stuff, guys. Seriously, amazing, amazing. Austria always does this. Every single time we've raced in Austria, we've had
Thank you to Red Bull for rejuvenating what is truly one of the best circuits in the world.
It really gives you wings because, seriously, it spiced everything up. I don't enjoy it as a driver when I'm actually driving in it, but for the viewer, having it rain, dry up, we've had...
We're in the middle of a valley in the Alps. Doesn't get much better than that.
We've had 3 stop races, and that's what every Formula 1 fan wants. We have a yellow.
Like spec up somebody. It looks like he might have spun.
Sean is behind the cycle.
Yeah. I've been waiting. Starboy gets a 3-second penalty, so that's another thing to keep an eye on for Seafreeze's sake. Looks like DRS still hasn't been enabled. I'm kind of waiting on it. Yeah, Sean is flying
Sean's
right
got
now.
The second place.
I thought Psycho might have the advantage with the Ultras, but right now Sean has closed it down to about 2.5 seconds on Go-To Guy.
And he's on the hunt for Go-To Guy now. He's really on the hunt.
He's got 3 more laps to do so. See how it works. Around lap 7, Psycho might be feeling a little bit aware on those Ultras. Oh, it looks like Sean went wide. Whoa, what a move. What a move by Psycho.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was a beautiful move.
Incredible. Good stuff from...
Sean, 3-second penalty.
Yeah, it's going to be 3 seconds for him. I haven't seen anything for Psycho yet, so that is...
no.
Let's see if Psycho can get it. I'm not sure where the ERS is. Go-To is... He does have a nice ERS.
Sean's got the inside on turn 1, so... But I think Psycho's going to have the DRS.
Oh, looks like Sean had a little bit of wheel spin, and that pretty much boxed everyone in. Oh, it looks like a spider just floated across the screen. I'm not sure if you guys saw that or if I'm having a stroke, but that was weird. Never seen that before. And as all this is going on, Go-To is looking for his 2nd consecutive victory.
Solid drive by Go-To Guy. He didn't put a foot
very
on.
innocuous. Very innocuous.
Surprised by Sean. Sean pitted an extra, he pitted 1 time more than the Go-To Guy simply to change that wing, and it's quite a comeback for him in 2nd. Psycho was, I think was 9th, and he's up in 3rd. The biggest losers for today, and I don't mean that they're losers, it's simply that they're the biggest losers. Oh, and I say that, and Sean spun on that last curve there. He's 3rd now, but he's still safe. He's safe. He's safe from Starboy. Yeah, he slid there, so I don't know about those tire temps. ZX and Joe Breezy. Hey, listen, they're 5th and 6th, huh? But I'm sure they have a ton of penalties, so
I don't know if ZX has penalties. I know Starboy has some penalties, which is...
Yeah.
I think ZX might be 4th on track at the moment, and I think Freeze might be 5th.
And we're on the last lap, by the way, getting all of this. It's nuts how we haven't had time to wander off and talk about anything else than, and I think we covered pretty much every driver today because they've been going up and down the order.
I'll tell you who hasn't been up and down, XP. It's been Go-To Guy with a commanding victory in the most treacherous of conditions for back-to-back wins. The defending champion, proving his worth in whatever the German word for salt is. Congratulations to Go-To Guy. Psycho Sim with a brilliant P2 after he was too lazy to make it at 3 a.m. in Portugal last week. A great
ZX fourth.
ZX fourth. ZX is fourth. Did Freeze make it past him? Well, we'll see how it all breaks down in the race director. But yeah, definitely a good finish from ZX too. Yeah, good finish from Swarner too.
ZX and Seafreeze and Swarner, respectively, 15 and 16, finished in 6th and 7th there. Amazing stuff.
We'll take some pics. Let's take some pics. Look at Psycho saying he's so Portuguese.
I know.
He looks Portuguese.
It's
Go-To Guy doesn't look Portuguese. He looks like he's a guy from Ottawa. That's what he looks like.
I'll be sending you those pics, Sean. I would like to thank everybody that was watching. I hope it was entertaining for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, MySpace,
Tinder.
IRC. Yes, swipe left or right. I'm not sure which one you have to like. And please make sure to join us every Wednesday for Golden Class at 8:30, and on Thursday with me and Kitten, a TCR pad broadcasting elite on Thursday nights 8:30, and also please join us on Sunday for the week recap with Seafreeze and Kitten. At the Kitten Litter, I think is the name of the podcast.
The Litter Box.
Good stuff. A Litter Box. Sorry, I'm translating it in French already. Competing with Joe Rogan and all the famous podcasts on the internet. Any last words, Kitten?
I gotta say, overall driver of the day. Gotta go with Psycho. I don't know about you, XP, but that was a roller coaster of a race.
It was amazing race, like I told you, like we said previously, up and down. You didn't know where to look. A lot of different strategy calls, a lot of tire changes. I think we saw a rainbow color of tires used today.
Yeah, we did.
These guys are top drivers. Really enjoyed what they had to show. I'm not sure what's the next race. Can't wait. I can't wait already for next week.
It is a little unused airport in central England. It's something called Silverstone.
We're going Brexit. Okay, we're going to the Brexit state. Okay. No, good stuff. Congratulations to Go-To Guy. Good job, Psycho. I know it's pretty late for you where you're at. It was worth it for tonight. Sean, good job also, and congratulations to everybody that...
that's hard. I do want to mention one more time. Heartbreaking for ZX,
yes,
finishing P4.
Yes.
He was the test dummy. He was the first one to go out on the Ultras.
The guinea pig. The guinea
pig. And it just almost worked. It was one lap short. Everyone responded.
I was
rooting for him. Go-To Guy was the one who came up on top.
Well, let's go and drink some beers and have some strudels and go party with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And we're gonna
he's waiting back at the gulag. Wait, that's probably not. They don't have gulags.
Get in the chopper.
Yeah, I don't want to mention any names of prisons in Austria. And with that, I'll see you guys next Thursday. Tune in next Wednesday if you want to see XP and I hopefully finish in the points and not crash. Until then, for everyone's favorite Québécois, for Kid and Petter, coming to you live from my mom's basement. I will see you next week.